So how to calculate and differentiate between ROI, return on equity, and return on capital employed. Friends, as I have seen, as far as return on equity is concerned, there is total clarity. Every one of you have calculated the figure of a return on equity correctly. And what is return on equity and how do we calculate it and what does it tell us? A return on equity tells us as a business what kind of return you are giving to the people who have given you equity. And who have given you equity? The shareholders have given you the equity. How do we calculate? Profit after tax divided by the amount of equity, and that's your return on equity. How do we calculate return on investment? And what does it tell? Return on investment, friends, remember, tells us what? It tells us what kind of return I am getting from the investment that I have made in the assets. From the investment that I have made in the assets. So how do I calculate it? EBIT, earning before interest and tax, divided by the investment, and that's my return on investment. How do I calculate my return on capital employed? So return on capital employed, now please remember, if we have to calculate return on capital employed correctly, we need to understand as to what is what is capital employed. And what is capital employed? What should come in the numerator and what should come in the denominator? And I can tell you, friends, I have delivered these programs all over the world, and by and large there is confusion in the minds of people as far as return on capital employed is concerned. And the biggest confusion is as to what they should take in the numerator and what they should take in the denominator. For being clear about it, we need to understand as to what return on capital employed tells us. And please understand, a return on capital employed ratio tells us as a business what return we are giving to the people who have given us the capital. So what is capital employed? Capital employed is total of the debt plus equity. Total capital employed is debt plus equity. So that means what should come in the denominator? In the denominator, it must be the total of debt plus equity. And if in the denominator we are writing debt plus equity, what should we take in the numerator? We should take in the numerator profit after tax, because that is the return we are earning for the people who have given us the equity, and interest on long-term debt, because that is the return that we are giving to the people who have lent us money. So how do we calculate return on capital employed? We will calculate a return on capital employed by taking in the numerator profit after tax plus interest on long-term loan divided by the total of debt plus equity into 100, and that is our return on capital employed. And this is the difference between the return on equity, which tells us what return the business is earning for the people who have given equity to the company. The return on investment is the ratio that tells you what is the return company is able to generate from the use of its assets, that is return on investment. And finally, return on capital employed is the ratio that tells you what kind of return the business is giving to the people who have given capital to the business, that is lenders as well as the shareholders. So these are the friends ratios from the perspective of capital providers and also from the perspective of utilization of the assets. Now let's look at the fourth one, and the fourth one is from the overall perspective.